reached quorum yet?
No, we still haven't. We just need one more person.
Okay. Thank you all for being so patient today. I hope you all are having a good Tuesday. Okay, so I know that Senator Staley is going to be late. She has a quiz. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started. And when we go into the breakout rooms, by the time we finish, our first budget, she should be here. And we'll go into the breakout rooms. If she has any specific questions that the senators cannot answer, we'll come back out so she can ask those questions. But for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to call this meeting to order at 6:15 p.m. Can I have someone volunteer to pray, please? I'm volunteering Senator Spears.
Okay, everybody bow their heads and close their eyes. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything that you've done for all of us. Lord, please keep us closer to you. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. Thank you. No so can I have a motion to approve last minute meeting minutes?
I, Senator Simmons, motion to approve last meeting minutes.
So moved.
Okay. And can I also have a motion to approve today's agenda?
I, Senator Jarvis, move to approve today's agenda.
So moved.
Okay. And I skipped quorum, but Jordan, can you take quorum, please?
Okay, Senator Broussard.
Here.
Senator Carthen.
Here.
Senator Ezell. Senator Hassell. Senator Jackson. Senator Jarvis.
Here.
Senator McDaniel. Senator Murphy. Senator Rouge. Senator Simmons.
Here.
Senator Staley. And Senator Spears.
Here.
And just to note that Senator Staley is going to be late. So we're going to just go ahead and get started. So can I have a motion to open the floor for discussion of budgets?
I, Senator Simmons, motion to open the floor for discussion of budgets.
So moved.
All right. So first we have the DMV Club. So before we get started, they submitted 2 different budgets, but is a representative here for the DMV Club? Okay. Well, usually what I was just going to suggest to them is that you usually submit, each event you want in one budget, but they submitted it in 2 different ones. So this is their first request. They're having an ice cream social. They're having an ice cream social, and so they're going to get some ice cream and some popsicles, and it's $64.98. Do y'all have any questions about that? And if they do, Jordan, can you write them down so that I can send it
Yeah.
to Okay, if there are no questions, their second budget that they're requesting, which is together, so they're requesting $68 and then $63. This is for mumbo sauce on fried chicken Wednesday. They're gonna hand out mumbo sauce to students in the UC, and so they need to buy them bottles of mumbo sauce in the small containers for pre-packaging. So the mumbo sauce in the containers. Do y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask them? Okay, if not, I'm going to create a breakout room really fast so that we can deliberate. Oops. Oh yeah, you all should be able to join the room. Alrighty, so next on our budgets, we have extra expressions. Do we have a representative here for extra expressions? Okay. So they are requesting t-shirts. Their statement is, since we did not get the money for t-shirts the first time, I'm making another budget just for shirts so my clubs can get their shirts before the semester is over. This seems to be the only way to ask for money that I did. This seemed to be the only way to ask for money that I did not receive the first time. So they are requesting $665.08. The club shirts, this includes costs, tax, and shipping, and they will be getting a rush shipping to ensure everyone will get their shirt before the semester is over. And this is the t-shirt quote. So they are $21.51 each. This is really kind of messed up. Oh, here we go. So you're getting 26 of them. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah. It's just saying that it's $21 a shirt. Okay, well, since no one is here, we will go into the breakout room. We will go into the breakout room to discuss, and then we'll come back out. The floor for discussions of our summons.
I, Senator Simmons, open the floor to discuss summons.
I, Senator Selly, second that motion.
Alrighty. So the first group we have is our freshman class. Do we have our president and treasurer here to represent the freshman class?
Yes.
Alrighty, I'm going to pull those things up. Okay, and this here. Okay, so would you like to start with the holistic view or the itemized view for your discussion?
You can start with the holistic review.
Okay, the floor is yours to speak.
Oh, I was supposed to explain it. Oh, so last semester we had freshman week. It was October 19th through the 23rd. We had a social media giveaway. So they had to post their Crocs. We had a spooky skate night. That was on a Tuesday. We had gave away ice cream. We had a sip and paint and a movie night. And then we watched the Polar Express in November. And we had a cat food Dumont truck. In spring, we're giving away freshman class T-shirts, and we're hosting a sophomore freshman week. And those are the events. Well, that's the things that we're paying for throughout those events. That's happening in sophomore freshman week, and we're having a giveaway before finals week, and we're gonna give those items away before we leave on social media.
So are these items just for the freshman class, or are you opening this to all of the pool?
No, just for the freshman class because we wanted to get more interactions on like our social media pages, so more so to the freshman class.
Okay, thank you. Senators, do y'all have any questions? I have another question. I'm sorry. Have you put in the invoices for these or the purchase requests for these giveaways?
Yes, we have.
No,
Oh.
not yet. Those are going in this week.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you know, but the last day to put in a purchase request was today. I spoke with the senators, but I haven't spoke with the treasurer yet. I'm going to see if we can extend that to Friday. But the last day to submit an invoice or a purchase request was today.
I'm sorry, it's only for items over 150, correct, for today because of the 2-week period,
Yes.
right?
Right. So an iPad is $700.
Yes, but I was just making sure. I was aware of the date. I just didn't. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I'm going to speak with the treasurer to see if we can extend it to Friday. But I would urge you all, because this is really good event. I like the giveaway. It's really cute. I would urge you all to try to get those in as soon as possible.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
And you all, when is the So Fresh Week?
April 12th through the 16th.
Next week.
Next.
Okay, cool. So all of those invoices are already in a purchase request?
Yes.
Okay. And the class t-shirts, because I'm looking at what's really expensive and what's going to take a long time. So that's why I'm asking.
The t-shirts have already been paid for and received. They'll
Okay.
be distributed next week during class meetings.
Thank you. Senators, do y'all have any questions? Okay, thank you. So what we're going to do is just go and talk about what we've read so far, and in regards to the summit, you will receive just some feedback from the senators on what, how we view this, and some suggestions we may have to better use your budget and things of that nature for the end of the year. So thank you all. So next we have the sophomore class. Do we have the president and treasurer of the sophomore class present?
Yes, we're both here.
Okay. You all just want to talk about how you all have spent your money. The floor is yours.
Yes, so first of all, I would like to apologize because on our fall budget review, we did not include our initial allotment, nor for our spring budget review, but I do have those numbers. So our fall budget allotment was around $8,059. And so initially we had planned to do more in-person programming, but with COVID and some of the concerns of our class council members, we decided to do pretty much only in-person, only online events. And so we ended up spending about $2,048.84. That included, the bulk of that money went to our sophomore week, which was our class week. And so that included the events of Zula Carter Vote, including those prizes, class officer shirts, our talent showcase, and our sophomore meet and greet. We had a plan to do a bike ride as well, but had to cancel last minute because we got affected by a hurricane. So we could not have that event. We also included the empowerment initiative of the spotlight gifts, and that was included in our fall budget as well. And in the spring, you will see an influx of spending because with the less strict COVID guidelines, we decided to partner with the So Fresh Week. We started to partner with the freshman class for So Fresh Week. And so we had an influx of spending because we were able to have a week full of in-person events and not only focus on virtual programming. So you will see that in there. And we also had to include buying our class shirts for the sophomore class. We also included our spotlight gifts as well as end of year gifts for our council advisors, PR team, and last but not least, gifts from our social media campaign, XU Charged Up.
Okay, thank you. Senators, do y'all have any questions? Okay, I have a question. I always have a question, I'm sorry. How many people are on your PR team?
There are about 16, so 19 in total because I am a member, so is our vice president, so is our secretary. But as far as the students that applied and were selected, we have a total of 16.
Okay. And just asking similar questions that I asked the freshman class. As far as the class picnic and things like that, have you gotten a purchase request in for those? Those
Yes,
are
we have.
okay. I know you got the class shirts. I think that's all my questions. Do y'all have any questions, senators? Or I guess my last question is, do you know the amount you have left over after spending this much money?
Yes, I can give you an estimate. So let me pull it up, those numbers. So we ended up receiving for spring semester an allotment of about $10,215. With the rollover from fall semester, our total ended up being about $16,225. We spent 8,000 of that, so we will unfortunately have a rollover about 8,000.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Senators, do y'all have any other questions? Okay, if there are no questions, thank you so much. And just like the freshman class, you receive an email within 48 hours, just with some of the senators' thoughts and concerns and good jobs and suggestions and things like that.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so we're going to move on. Now we have the junior class. Is the junior class president and treasurer present?
Yes, we're both here.
Yes. Alrighty. The floor is yours.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm Blaine Turner, the current junior class president. I currently have our fall allocation as $8,140. The majority of our budget was spent on junior week. So we had a bike ride. We had to pay for XUPD during the time of the bike ride. We bought class shirts for ourselves as well as class shirts for the junior class. Then we did a bonding experience for the council, and that's the escape room that you see. And then also during our junior week, we did a Black Lives Matter like gear giveaway. So at the end of the semester, we had $5,062.32 as our rollover. We received our spring allotment on March 1st, and that was $8,600. So this semester, we've done self-care bags. We did a money management with Malia seminar, and then we had to run to Sam's to get like stuff to prepackage the food. And then you have class meeting food from March, and then class meeting food for this class meeting. And then we have end of the year gifts. So what we'll have at the end is around $11,000. The things that you see in yellow are invoices that we submitted today.
Okay, thank you. Senators, do y'all have any questions before I like dive into questions that I always have? So with COVID regulations like lightening up, I noticed that like the other classes had like a lot of in-person, like not in-person events, but a lot more, stuff that was like people could come to. Um, do you guys like not have a good turnout or things like that? Is that why y'all didn't have as many events as y'all did like last semester?
I think the timing of our budget played a big role in that. We actually did our planning for the spring semester over Christmas break. So we had quite a few in-person events that were actually planned, but we couldn't do due to COVID restrictions and waiting on a budget. So we ended up just scrapping them.
Okay. Okay, put the budgets in. These end of year gifts, are they going to everyone?
So,
Like-
okay. What you see is gifts for the e-board and for the advisors as well as packaging for the gifts as well.
Okay, and just to confirm, could you so all the events that y'all wanted to do, like that y'all planned in the what you said you planned during winter break, you said that you couldn't do them because y'all were waiting for the budget.
Waiting on a budget, and then during February there was the period of time where we couldn't really do in-person programming, and most of our stuff was planned for like February.
Okay.
So were y'all just waiting on a budget to get approved, or you were waiting on yourselves to create the budget?
We were waiting on the spring allocation and fall rollover.
And so with these events, there was no way to like move them because like we're in April now and there's no April event before finals. That's my only question, I guess.
I mean, no.
Okay. Senators, do y'all have any other questions?
Do you guys plan on like adding anything, or is that's just gonna be?
Well, this is what we have planned so far. We might add some things. We have a meeting on Thursday, so we'll discuss any last minute things we want to add. But with the invoice deadline being today, we tried to get the bulk of everything in today.
Okay. Well, there might be a possibility that it's extended to Friday. Possibly, I don't know. But if so, I would strongly suggest you guys like really like adding some stuff, especially with like finals week coming up, because you want the student body to benefit off of their student activity fee money as much as possible.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments? Oh, Kirsten, I see your hand is raised.
Yes, I just wanted to add it in that Noah and I actually had a week of events planned that we wanted to do sometime this month, April, actually towards the end of the month. However, we were never given like support from our class president, nor were we ever given like time to, voice what exactly we wanted to do, nor were we allowed to describe in detail everything that was supposed to happen. I was supposed to present last week, but for some odd reason, the meeting was actually canceled. So when it comes to like funding and stuff, I just think it's so crazy because we have so much money left. And because I was never allowed to present it to the junior council, I now have to go to Royal Court to kind of outsource for it because we were never really given an opportunity to, vouch for our event.
Okay, thanks for sharing that, Kirsten.
May I, can I say something? Since that was directed at me. On Tuesday, March 23rd, I had a meeting, Wednesday, March 24th, I had a meeting with Kirsten McGowan, and we discussed the programming at depth, and I gave her an opportunity to actually present it to the e-board, but she did not show up to the meeting. Last week we were about to go on Easter break, so I did cancel our meeting on Thursday. So just wanted to say that.
I was given the opportunity to present at the meeting.
You missed it.
Wait, hold up. We're not doing this at the Senate meeting, okay? have order. That's my job to call order. So obviously there is some confusion.
There's
Um,
no confusion. She had an opportunity and she missed it.
wait, hold on, Blaine. We're gonna keep it classy, okay? Because I
That
got
wasn't classy for her to come in here with that.
okay. I understand. I really understand. But what I think the best option is, yeah, like Malia said, this is not the time. I think the best option is we have to respect everybody's opinion in the Senate meetings. The floor is open for anyone to speak at Senate meetings. So that's that. But we're not going to entertain this conversation like Malia Batiste said. What we're going to do is I'm going to email and we're going to have Tia, because she is the judicial branch. If you feel something is unfair, what we can do is host a meeting through that way. We're not going to argue in the Senate meeting. But I do thank you for your receipts. I thank Kirsten for coming and speaking on behalf of her instant or her experience. And like I said, the Senate is going to email you all back with a reply on suggestions we have for your money that's left over, as well as suggestions to expand your growth next year if you're going to be on the e-board, or how to just spend this money that y'all gonna have left over.
Okay, I do have a quick question about that.
Mhm.
With you said within 48 hours we will have like the feedback on how we can possibly spend the money, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
thanks.
And it'll probably be tonight, to be honest, or Wednesday evening. But I like to say 48 hours just to give myself an extra day. I'm still actually in my hometown trying to travel back from Easter break, but I will try
Same.
to write them tonight to get it back to y'all. But like I
Okay.
said, I'm going to email y'all about the other thing.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Alrighty, so lastly, we have the senior class. Do we have senior class representatives here?
Yeah, I'll be representing the class.
Alrighty. Where's the senior thing? Oh, here it is. Alrighty, the floor is yours, Brooke.
Okay, so as far as the fall semester, we were allocated $4,995. The events we did have were basically for senior week. The senior class lunch you see should actually be included in the senior week events. So yeah, the 2 October things there were from our senior week. Let me elaborate a little more on that. So the senior week was the lunch on the yard, paint and sip, as well as the bike ride. And that ended up being $2,111.80 total with those first two events from October. And then for this semester, we were allocated $7,925. So we have a nice bit of money, including what we're allocated just alone from this semester, plus what was remaining from the last semester. So thus far this semester, we've had our senior class meeting where we provided pizza, and we also had our seafood with the seniors where we had snowballs as well as crawfish with a few sides. So that's what you see from March. We also went ahead and ordered our senior class shirts, which have been paid for and are en route to us right now. Moving forward, the gold ball, that's really, the money you see here is just for our council and advisor gifts. And the remaining remaining events are for our senior week leading up to graduation. So these are all events for, we haven't exactly decided on the dates yet, but it'll be probably the week leading up to our graduation. So we'll have the senior skate night, French Quarter bike ride. We'll buy a couple of escape rooms, and we'll hold another seafood boil, as well as brunch, where we'll probably just pay a certain amount for a certain amount of students to eat at a variety of different brunch spots. Probably like $30 per student. If we have 45 students, we'll each give them $30 to go to a specified brunch spot and order brunch. And yeah, so that's pretty much that.
Okay. And I know that invoices or purchase requests are due today. Were you able to put in these purchase requests, or Mr. Wright, this may be a question for you. Do seniors usually get an extended time to do purchase requests since they have their like senior week going up into graduation?
Something we can consider.
Yeah, these remaining invoices or events have not been submitted. I wasn't aware that they were due today either. But I can work with our advisors to get that in as soon as possible.
Okay. Do you all have any other questions? Looking at this, Brooke, it's gonna be roughly about $800 left over from your budget.
Yes, I'm looking at this and I don't think we included, oh, never mind. Yeah, about $800 left over.
Senators, do y'all have any questions or questions about the layout? Alrighty, well, thank you, Brooke. Just like I said to everyone else, within 48 hours, you will receive an email with suggestions on how to spend the rest of your money that you have and maybe some concerns that we have and things of that nature. So thank you for taking the time out today to get on this call. So that does conclude our discussion of summons. Thank you all for coming out for that and being as transparent and open as possible about that. And next on our agenda, we have commentary and announcements. Senators, do y'all have any announcements or anything y'all want to say?
So sometime this week, I'm going to check in with Miss Calvin and Mr. Talaby about the community student meal plans again. Last time I heard, they told me that they were still bringing the idea to administration or figuring out, I guess like how they were gonna make it a reality. So I'm gonna check in with them again because I haven't heard from them in a while, and I feel like it's really, really, really important that we at least try to advocate for community students to get some type of meal plan, because as a commuter, like we have to spend a lot of money on buying stuff throughout the day. And if you could, charge that to your student account and maybe not have to stress about where your next meal is coming from every time you get to school or begging somebody for flex bucks, that would make commuter students' lives a lot easier. So fingers crossed, I will be checking in with that. I just wanted to give y'all an update because I haven't talked about it in a while, but it's still important. It's still on my mind. So yeah.
Okay, any other announcements? Thank you for that, Senator Simmons. Okay, if not, one more thing, Senator Staley, can you stay on for a minute after the meeting is adjourned? Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I motion to adjourn this meeting.
I, Senator Stelly, second that motion.
It's been second, and this meeting will be adjourned at 7:22 p.m. Thank you all.